All you ever have to remember is this: life is all sorts of difficult sometimes. Sometimes it's blissful and joyful and it's great and it's in flow and everything's just awesome and you're like, yeah, I love life. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's really difficult. There's obstacles, there's really horrific, sad things that you learn. There's all sorts going on up there, and it's a whole bunch of emotions. It's a roller coaster of emotions. But just remember this: it's always just waves. Always just waves. And some of those waves are like a year long and it's difficult. And some of the good waves are like 30 seconds and it's like, oh, I want the good waves back. And it's a whole mixture. The more you lean into being positive and strengthening your immune system and your mind by doing all these great practices like meditation, yoga, thinking positively, smiling, all of this kind of stuff, you build up this armor, this Zen armor that keeps you strong. So when these waves of shit come along, you can, you know, they don't stick to you as much. They don't take you down and pull you down into the lower spirals of doom. You can shake them off a lot easier than you can when you don't practice all this stuff. So just remember, if you're depressed, you're living in the past. It's like that. So you're kind of not quite centered, you're a bit left of the dial. And when you're anxious, you're living in the future. You're kind of like that. You're constantly overthinking the future, and it's making your present like this. That's your anxious future. And when you're living in the present, you're at peace. When you're truly at peace, you're living in the present. So just remember that. The past is great for like remembering things and smiling about things and trying to remember where you put your keys and stuff. The future is awesome for imagining an awesome scenario of what things are going to be like and how you want it to be, and you know, dreaming and imagining. And then the present is where it's at. This is where we are right here, right now, and this is where it will always ever be. In that future that you think about, that eventually comes, it's actually just the present. It's only ever the present. And you think it's going to be the future. Oh, I'll be happy when I've got the big house and all that sort of stuff. But even if you do have the big house and all that stuff, you'll be back in the present, thinking about the future again, or the past. So practice pulling yourself into the present. Sometimes in the present it's a bit crap and it's difficult. So we're like, oh, I don't want to be in the present because right now it sucks. So I'm going to go to the past and wallow in sadness, or think about times when it was better, or I'm going to jump to the future and think it's going to be better in the future. It's not. It's always the present. Be here now. Be happy now. Practice being here now. Breathe. See you on the next one.